Everybody already know that Mary J ran the 90s in the women's category in soul music. But as we got to the 2000s, Mary J left that crown vacant as she passed queen status and headed towards legendary status. So while the woman's R&B and soul throne was vacant, there was only two women who could sit as the queen of R&B and soul, and that was Aaliyah and Destiny Child lead singer who said to be going solo, Beyonce Knowles. Now, unfortunately, Aaliyah died tragically in 2001. So instead of mourning her fellow musician, Beyonce put on her glass slippers and skipped down the yellow brick road onto the throne. But before reaching the throne, out pops a Georgetown student named A. Marie with her DC swag, strong melodic voice, and also DC produced Rich Harrison. Now A. Marie took the industry by storm, so much that her first features was with Nas, who at the time was beefing with Beyonce's new boo, Jay-Z. And A. Marie also did a song with LL Cool J, who was also having problems with the Jigga Man himself. But that's for another day. Now, while Beyonce preparing to release her debut album, she got the assistance of A. Marie producer to write and produce every song on the Crazy in Love album because she loved A. Marie's sound so much. Now, A. Marie being so new to the industry, not knowing Beyonce was low-key still in her style, but she would soon find out later from a track A. Marie did called One Thing. Y'all know that song. It's just one thing that got me dipping. It's just one thing. You already know. So next, Beyonce would come out with a similar song, similar dances, similar clothes, a similar style. It was called The Single Lady. Now, A. Marie finally seeing that Beyonce is still in her style, and after voicing her opinion.
Now, you use the same producer as Beyonce Crazy in Love, and I hear the similarities.
It's the go-go. But I had the go-go in the last album.
Well, but you're a DC girl, so you know the go-go.
It was good.
Beyonce didn't take it too lightly. So with the industry connects and her man Jay-Z connected well and still mad at A. Marie for doing the songs with his rivals LL Cool J and Nas, they blackball A. Marie out the music industry so much that she never got an industry push again to this day. Now walk in Tierra Marie, a 16-year-old songstress from Detroit, Michigan, with the beauty and voice that mesmerized Jigga Man himself to crown her rock's new princess and the model for rock-aware clothing, and one that could rival Beyonce in the music industry. But little did Tierra know that once Beyonce sees you as a threat to her crown, you're going down. And even with Beyonce's side-eye though, Jay-Z still supported Tierra, and they ended up releasing her solo project Rockefeller Presents Tierra Marie with the single What a Girl Like. But during this rise, Jay-Z signed this Barbados native Rihanna, who had the pop reggae style, who was also 16, that was just a little bit less talented than Tierra Marie. And even Jigga and his label exec L.A. Reid knew Tierra was the catch, but they still put out Rihanna's single Ponder Replay, which did well. But both Tierra and Rihanna's second single flopped. Still, Jay-Z and LA had confidence in their new signees, especially Tierra, so much that they had Tierra, A. Marie, and Rihanna do a cover to Destiny Child's Lose My Breath at the American Music Awards. Now, Tierra sang lead and showed everybody while she's the catch, but Beyonce looked at it as a threat and was very jealous of the praise Tierra received for the cover of their song. So Beyonce would go to label exec L.A. Reid that he need to focus more on Rihanna.
And at the showcase, there were two artists performing. Her name is Tierra Marie, and she's a really sweet girl. And the truth is, I was paying a little more attention to her than I was to Rihanna. After the showcase,
Beyonce just gave me one of those looks, and he said, that Rihanna girl, she's a beast.
So after the pressure from Beyonce, Jay-Z and LA dropped Tierra without an explanation. But it was all because Beyonce felt threatened of Tierra's presence and stopped her music career in her tracks. Sorta like Tierra Marie, this beauty was feared. Sorta like A. Marie, this beautiful lady had spoken up. I'm talking about that fine specimen of a woman, Miss Carrie Baby. Let me stop, but she is fine though, and y'all know that. But let's get back to the track. During 2007 and 2011, You couldn't turn on the radio without hearing the song Carrie had did or had nothing to do with. I'm talking about her singles, her writing credit to her features. She was on that thing. And even Beyonce groupmate had to reach out and get one of them fire tracks Carrie was producing. But the cockiness of Queen Bee wouldn't let her pride slip. She refused to collab in any way with Miss Carrie Baby until she heard an unreleased banger Usher was playing in the studio featuring Miss Hilson. The song was so good, B couldn't take it no more. She used her queen status and industry connects to take Carrie off her own song that she wrote called Love in the Club.
When you wrote the verse for Love in the Club, we hear Beyonce singing now. Yeah. When you wrote it, did she sing it like you sang it? Or did she change it up? Yeah, it's pretty much the same. It pretty much is the same. Oh, really? Yeah, it's the same, except it sounds like Beyonce. Yeah. You know, she doesn't write everything she touches. I know, Neil.
Now, Usher kind of felt bad that he took Carrie off the song and tried to give her writing credits, so he let Carrie do a remix, but that wasn't enough for Miss Hilson. So on the remix to her hit single Turning Me On featuring Lil Wayne, Carrie fired shots at Beyonce for having her removed from her own song that she wrote. And we all know when Beyonce feels threatened, especially by a top dog like Carrie Hilson, Beyonce going for the jugular. And even Beyonce fans attacked Carrie Hilson in public, and so did her industry friends. They refused to work with Carrie Hilson anymore. Radio stations refused to play her music, and label execs shelved anything that she produced. Carrie was so confused and depressed that she quit the music industry in a hole from being blackballed by Beyonce. And all I can say is, Beyonce, all you had to do was ask the lady to work with her. Nah, I'm just playing. Shout out to all these ladies, man. Beyonce, Carrie Hilson, A. Marie, and Tierra Marie. And may God bless y'all on y'all journey in life. And you already know, hit that like, comment, and subscribe on 24. Ha!